All right, up next we have Aquarius rising and sun. This Sagittarius full moon happening on May 23rd is in your 11th house. And if you haven't watched the overview or the Taurus New Moon, I would suggest watching that before this one, because I really see this as a continuation of the Taurus New Moon, where we were intentionally trying to manifest something. We have something in our heart of hearts that we want and desire to come into reality. But this full moon I really see as showing us where our beliefs are incongruent with that manifestation, where we are not doing ourselves any favors by how we're viewing the world and kind of creating our philosophy about life or how the universe works. And I'm seeing that very strongly for you, where you may feel with this moon being in the 11th house that you might be comparing yourself to people. You might see people around you who are in love, who are successful, who have what you want, who feel emotionally satisfied, who have a home, whatever it is that you're looking for. It's like you're seeing the people around you have it and you are comparing yourselves to them. And ultimately, this full moon is about becoming really aware that you can have what you want, even when others have it, that it doesn't limit you in any way when other people have it. I see this with the Justice card is like you're wanting things to be fair. You're wanting things to come back to you. But what you don't realize is that with this Judgment card, it's also a lot about your own mindset. It's also your perception, thinking that like, why can they have it but I can't? Why do some people have the money and some people don't? Why do some people have love, some people don't? There's a sense of wanting things to be just and fair. And with this Judgment card, it's that I feel like you're realizing how your beliefs or your perception or your thoughts on this matter is actually perpetuating you not having it, because you're feeling the scarcity, you're noticing the lack, and that's what you're putting your energy and attention towards. You're putting your energy towards the things that you want to have that other people have, but feeling like you're not there yet. So the Judgment card is really about making a life-altering decision to view things differently. This is a Sagittarius moon. It's all about shifting our perspective. And so ultimately, I feel like you guys are kind of trying to come into some truth or realization that life is really about a balance, and everyone who's up will have a time when they're down. Everyone who's down will have a time that they're up, and you have to trust that you can have what you want. There is enough to go around. With this Fortune card in reverse, you might feel like there's not enough to go around. You might feel like there's only so many resources and that you have to fight for what you want. Or with this Four of Pentacles in reverse, you have to keep your money to yourself, or, hoard your love to yourself. There could be just a scarcity or this greed of like, I want this, but not feeling like you're trusting the flow of the universe, or trusting that things can come and go, that money can come and go, and trust the flow of things. It's like stopping that flow of energy by holding it tight, or by trying to accumulate more and more, because there is this, maybe even like a societal view, because this is a moon in the 11th house. Maybe you're looking at all of society, you're looking at the economy, these structures that affect everybody, and you're feeling pessimistic, and you're feeling like the state of the world is going down, and you're seeing the haves and the have-nots, and it's like getting this kind of negative mindset around the world and how things circulate through the world, especially when it's concerning finances and money. And I feel like you guys are just focusing on how it's not fair, or how it's lacking, or how there's not enough. And I feel like this full moon is about changing those beliefs so that you're not focusing on that, or you're not viewing life that way, because it's really not serving you. This full moon is ruled by Jupiter, which is in Taurus at 29 degrees, exactly conjunct Jupiter in your 4th house. So there's a really heavy concentration on security with this being in Taurus in your 4th house. And you might just feel like there's just, again, not enough. And with Taurus energy, especially 29 degrees, we're having to push back the rigidity. We're having to break out of this kind of comfort zone of, oh, I've always done things this way. I've always viewed things this way. I've always spent money this way. I've always treated things like this. There's a very strong, like, keeping yourself safe by kind of cloistering off. I don't know if that's the right word. Kind of hiding yourself, or not spending money, or being in your room, or there's this energy here of like, I'm really trying to create my sense of security, but I want some of these things out here. But the way I'm viewing the world is like, I don't feel like that's even possible. And so with this energy, it's like we need to break out of this pattern of staying in our home, in our bubble, in our comfort zone, or our way of spending and our way of saving or whatever. And we have to start shaking things up a bit and start shaking up our perspective in order to actually accumulate what we're looking for. And I think a big part of this is working on your talents. So instead of trying to like preserve everything that you have and feeling this scarcity and trying to hold on to things and fearing letting go of things because you're scared they won't come back, what if you instead developed the skills that you needed to have to go out and get the thing that you're looking for again? So if this is a relationship, developing the relationship skills, working on yourself as a person to make you a really desirable partner, so that if you're scared to let somebody go, or you're scared to put yourself out there, that you'll be more confident, that you will be more willing to let the wrong people go, and you know that you'll attract the right people because you've developed the skill of being a good person, of being good at relationships, of having attractive qualities. Or this could be money. You develop the skill of being self-sufficient, of knowing how to manage money and make money, of going into business. And then you don't worry so much about it leaving you because you know you can earn it back because you are the thing that is secure and that has the capacity to go out and create more, manifest more. It's rooted within you. So the external things, like the things coming and going, are not so scary when they're flowing because you know that you are the source. So yeah, that's kind of where I feel like you guys are meant to focus right now. You have Mars, Chiron, and North Node in Aries in your third house, which is very much a sensitive point of our charts right now, egoically, especially in terms of taking action, our masculine energy. All those things can be quite sensitive. This is in the area of communication and decision making and our own mindset. So you guys might be kind of getting in your own head, becoming anxious, having maybe self-doubt around how you're communicating or decisions that you're making or how you're talking to yourself in your own mind. And it's time to get past that and to not let that get you down. Basically, it's happening, it's there, it's fine that it's there, but not getting stuck in that, not allowing that to become crippling, and asking yourself how I can view my life differently so that I can become this skillful person to manifest what I'm looking for and see the abundance all around me. So to finish up, I want you guys to ask a question related to maybe your manifestation or timing or advice. And I'm going to pull a card right now in answer to that. So you can pause the video to ask your question if you haven't already. All right. Oh, wow. You got multiple. Wow. Okay. This is so relevant for what we're just talking about. So the first one is let go. So I feel like you guys are overly like hoarding things, trying to hoard on or stay holding on to something that you already have because you're fearful and you have lack around it coming back to you. Like I mentioned, the relationship or money, those are kind of the most obvious examples. This could be anything though. And it's like this fear mindset. This is time to let go. Be willing to take the risk of letting go because you trust that you can manifest it again because you are the one who attracted to you to begin with. You have that skill. Now it's time to master that skill. The situation will improve. If there's something going on in your life that you are despondent about, like talking about, again, the banking, the economy, things going on in the universe, the society, or if it's a personal situation, it's going to improve. So things are going to get easier. Things are going to flow better. You can trust that it's not all going to be like this forever. And then the last one is perfect timing. So if you're wondering about some kind of timing in relationship with something, this is the perfect time, or you will know when it's the perfect time. Things are going to come to you at the perfect time. So don't worry about trying to rush or pressure things. This full moon is definitely about trusting the process and having patience. And this card is trying to reaffirm that things will come at the perfect time. And if it's not coming to you now, you're just not really in the place where you can fully take advantage of that thing right now. And it's okay to have a little bit more patience and wait it out for when that time is right. And then you'll be thankful that it came at that time because you'll be ready to have the capacity to hold whatever that is in your life and manage it in a way that feels really beautiful. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Before you hop off, I have two announcements. I have a medical and a fertility astrology reading that I'm now offering at a discount if you're curious about either of those things, you can check them out in the description box down below. I also have an email list for those of you guys who don't know. So if you want to make sure that you don't miss any of these bi-weekly forecasts or some of my educational videos or some other astrology updates and support, you can check that out. Subscribe to the email list in the description box again down below. Don't forget to also comment down below, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share with your friends, and have a beautiful day. Thanks. Bye.